Welcome back to the channel, you guys. Welcome back. Got the Oxidean Marine Oxi-digger on the block. My last outing, I think we hit something, and the boat did like a somersault, and I must have fractured my boom tube. We did a high-speed pass right after that, a couple of them, and I guess when I hit it, I had fractured it. When I did the high-speed pass, I must have splintered my boom tube. So today we're actually going to repair the boom tube. I've got another boom tube here. We got to cut down, drill a couple holes in it, get everything set back up. So stick around. Big B with ironcladedout. Okay, so basically with this Outrigger, you got these boom tube retainers here, and then this tube that runs through the sponson. Okay, there's a couple of holes drilled in it. All right, and you just screw a bolt, nut and bolt, and basically that holds your sponson in, and then you do all your adjusting, toe in and all that right here. So I've already cut the tape off here. I went ahead and took the little 1.5 millimeter screws out, okay, and we're going to go ahead and pull the boom tube out. So this is actually on this front boom tube, it's actually my third boom tube I'm replacing, my third one. This is a very small boom tube for a heavy rigger. The rigger wasn't this heavy when I got it. It was actually fairly light. I put a big motor, big ESC at 6 millimeter, and the boat's a little bit heavy now. So yeah, third one I've replaced forward. I don't think I broke a back one. I've always broke the forward one. So I got my old boom tube out. Okay, I had to cut it because it was broken and it wouldn't go through the through hole here. So I lost my marks on this boat right here. Stock, both sponsons come perfectly cut. The boom tube was perfectly cut parallel to the tub. So if you were to go toe in on one side, it would go toe out on the other side. So what I've done is I drilled, when I had to replace my boom tube the first time, I actually drilled one of the two holes closer to center. So one always runs toe in and one's always parallel. Okay, so I'm going to slide this boom tube in, and then we're going to drill it on the boat. Okay, so put my collar on. Got to make sure when you're pushing these in that you don't like push it in and you know, put a lot of pressure on your sponson and your other boom tube. So you're gonna have to work it in kind of slow. Okay, kind of spin it or whatnot. Okay, so we're gonna put the other collar on before we get too far in. And I'm just going to push this boom tube all the way till it basically comes out the other side. We can cut the access or move it around once we get it in there. Okay, so I got the boom tube in. Pretty easy. And I got a little mark right there. I use a little mark just to kind of to go by, so it's quick and easy, and I can just go back and forth and make sure I got my sponson on the money. Okay. I run these sponsons from the outside of the tub to the inside of the sponson. I run it 6 and 9/16 from the tub. Okay, basically the same on the right. Actually, I run the right a little bit farther out. okay, just a little bit, about a 1/16 out. The left sponson, I run parallel to the tub. My right sponson, I run about a 1/16 toe in, okay? I normally don't run a turn fin when I do straightaway passes, okay? I just toe in this sponson, and that kind of helps keep the boat straight. When I do ovals, of course, you got to run a turn fin. Stock on this boat, if I remember right, I want to say the sponsons were 7.5 inches from the tub. I closed some of the distance because these are real thin boom tubes and they tend to like flex, so I moved them in toward the tub about 1 inch to reduce flex, you know. So what I'm doing now is my left turn fin, looking at the boat from the back, my left turn fin, I'm going to make sure I get it perfectly parallel to the tub, 6 9/16. Okay, I actually gotta, yeah, so it's got to be perfect, so I got to push this out just a hair. Okay. Alright, so I'm double, triple, quadruple checking my work before I drill this out. Okay, it looks good. Got a little drill bit on, so I'm going to go ahead and drill this hole. Alright, so we got that one. I'm going to go ahead, put my screws in for these two retainers right here, and then we'll set this one up. Okay, got my screw in here. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and drop in the screws for my collar. I'm not going to tighten it up yet. I'm going to check this sponson one more time because it's basically your final, like, yeah, before you drill this second hole, you got to make sure this is on the money. If it's not, it's gonna do some weird stuff. Got that side done. We got the collars locked into the tub. This is the side you really got to think about. You can run your sponsons parallel to the tub, both of them. I run a little bit of toe in on this right one right here. It tends to kind of help the boat track straight when I'm in a saw pass without a turn fin. So the back of my sponson is basically 6 3/4, okay, and then the front of my sponson 6 5/8, okay. You guys see that? So 5/8, almost 6 3/4. So it's a little less than an 1/8 toe in. That should be good. So from my rad pad to the nose, okay, just check it out here because it's kind of a half measurement. Okay, that's good. That's good. That's gonna work, I think. And if it's too much toe in, I'll be able to kind of go out here, you know, loosen these up, go out. When I go out, if it's too much toe in, it probably won't be. It'll actually give this one a little toe in and this one will have a little toe in. But I think we're going to be on the money right here where we're at, you know. Pretty simple. You just basically make sure this, which it should be straight up and down, so you just go straight up and down with the drill. Okay. I really can barely get to the locking nylon part on these nuts, so I just blue Loctite them on. You know, that nut, I just blue Loctite it on, just so I don't have to worry about it coming off when I'm running. So I got the nuts and bolts in on both sides, Loctited, because I got short screws in, and we got a long piece of carbon fiber over here, so I'm just going to cut it off. Okay, so hopefully this video helps someone out. You know, I actually want to go to a 5/16 size boom tube. Like I said, it's got some flex, which, like one of my viewers mentioned, a little bit of flex may actually be good. You know, it's bouncing on the water, a little bit of flex. The boat really is not going to feel it because it flexes right back. And it may actually help prolong the life of the boat with a little bit of flex. I really want to go to 5/16 zip kits, collars, boom tube retainers, the whole nine, and really ironclad it out. And that's actually a big job, because we're going to have to redo the inside supports through the tub, redo the retainers, the collars, and everything. That's a big job. So I got the turn fins set up, okay, and we'll have to tune it on the water, you know, get it set for each battery. I've got a couple different batteries that are different weights, and it actually throws the CG off substantially on this boat. This boat has been fully blueprinted. You can actually see where I took, you know, that light spot right there. I've got it flat. I mean flat. Everything's on the money. The AOA on my sponsons have been taken down. I reduced the AOA, okay, quite a bit, and I resealed everything. It's been a good boat. The only issues I've had was the boom tubes breaking. Really, that's the only issue I had with this boat, was the integrity of my boom tubes. Everything else has been pretty solid. Now I did have, let's see, where was it? I did have a little section of my sponson separate, so I drained the water out. It had a little bit of water in it, not much, so I drained it, I dried it, and it was just a little section like this that I had to seal back up, you know. Other than that, everything's been pretty ironclad on it, you know, other than the boom tubes breaking. That's the weak point on the Oxi-digger, the small boom tubes. Definitely the weak point. But the build quality on the hull is actually not too bad, you know, other than that little piece right there separating, which, hell, on any boat, I mean, hell, I've had to fix stuff on that one a few times. So I'll let you guys go. I wish I could, like, give you guys a little more information on setting this thing up. I'm still learning. Now, I can set it up for a straight. It does like some positive back here. 1820 is a fast prop, but I'm still, or I haven't really done enough ovals with the boat to steer you guys in the right direction. So that's what we're going to work on next, okay? We'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.